Hello, I'm Monica from Pop Documentary, and today I'm here in the heart of Sydney to find out what Australians really think about the government's ban on social media for under 16s. We'd also love to hear what you think, so please share your thoughts in the comments section and don't forget to like and subscribe to Pop Documentary. Oh, hi ladies. What do you think of the social media ban for under 16s?
No. I think it's good.
I think it's good because it stops bullying.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Less is more.
I didn't get social media till I was 19, so I feel like it's probably good, but also some of my friends had it a lot earlier than me and they enjoyed it, so I don't know. I feel like I don't know if I have an opinion on it, but I preferred having it a bit later because I was like looking at people using social media when I was 14 and it really freaked me out, like having all that, I don't know, just like seeing all my friends post like hot photos and stuff, and it made me feel like I wasn't cool enough. But I'm glad I waited. I feel like some people need it to get it later and some people are like tough enough to get it earlier. That's kind of what I think about it. But, yeah. No, like I remember like there was a ban for Facebook and it was like 13 or something, and I was like, I'll just hop on and when I was 11, I was like, I'll just hop on and see if I can do it. And I put in a fake age and everything, and it like didn't detect. Like it didn't really have any sort of blockage or anything. It just let me do it as an 11-year-old. And I ended up deleting the account because I didn't actually want Facebook. I like got the account and then I was like, oh, it worked. And then I was like, oh, this is scary, and I deleted it. But oh, I'm getting a phone call. But I don't think it'll work. No, I don't. I think it's not gonna. People can hack in their way to anything. Yeah.
Thank you.
No worries.
What do you think of the Australian government's ban on social media for under 16s?
Pretty good. Yeah, I think I agree. Yeah, it's probably not an age getting close to being that old, but yeah, it depends on the limits, I guess. I haven't seen the whole story. Yeah.
And do you think the ban would actually work?
Probably not, to be honest. Yeah, it's so much access to this everywhere, really, so... Yeah, I mean, there's components of it that you hope would work, but yeah, realistically, maybe a lot of work ahead.
I think it's definitely an interesting topic. I think that it definitely needs to be looked into because it is quite damaging to younger minds, but I don't think a ban is the right way. I think it needs reforms, but not a full ban. It'll just make it worse, I think.
Thank you. And do you think this ban would actually work?
No, I think it's a ban on anything just pushes it underground. It'll just get more dangerous and harder to manage.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't have kids, so
I don't know. Like, I don't know how they're going to enforce it, but it seems like a sort of bad idea. I don't know.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Why do you think it's a bad idea?
Just because, like, then there's, like, no real way to enforce it, you know what I mean? So it's just like, what's the point? Because, like, kids are just going to go online anyway, at home on their mum's laptop and, you know, just do whatever, I guess. So, yeah. I mean, it's a good start, but they're not doing enough, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. I guess banning social media outright would be better, but of course that's not going to happen. So, yeah. I guess, boo the government. So, anyway, have a good day.
I would say it's a good idea for young kids to just play somewhere outside without any phone in their hand, maybe.
I think that's good actually, because it helps to stop the bad influence from the social media for the children. It's for their betterment. I think they can utilize their time to study and focus on their environment rather than engaging in social media, because there's lots of bad impacts that they can learn from social media.
It's a bit unfair for me to make a comment because I'm so much for the social media. I feel outright banning of social media for children under 16 is a bit overdone. It should be done in a more discreet manner and with more discretion and more restrictions rather than outright. Anyway, it is a platform I feel is fostering education, fostering growth, and it can be a bad means too, but that has to be harnessed. But, well, all the best then. I'm one for social media. Thank you, ma'am. You're so beautiful.
I don't know anything about it.
Oh,
I do, but I don't have kids, so
oh I understand. Thank you.
That's all right.
It doesn't affect me, so I don't. It's whatever.
May I ask, what do you think of the social media ban for under 16s?
Like it won't work.
Very good.
I agree, definitely. They're too young.
It would be hard to police, but yeah, I think they can make it work.
Yeah, I agree.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I didn't know about it. Is there something that's real?
It's something that would be implemented towards the end of next year.
Gosh, honestly, I couldn't even say. I think it's something that certainly deserves a lot of debate and thought.
And
sure.
do you think it will work?
I have a feeling not. Yeah, I think there would be quite an outcry about it. Not that I'm saying there can't be some filters in place. I think there certainly deserves to be a little, discretion used in this area. But yeah, I think it's going to need a lot of debate, and I don't think it's something the government should just decide arbitrarily. Yeah, interesting. I'll have to look it up now. Thanks for telling me. What do you think?
Oh, well, we're over 16, so I don't think it really affects us, yeah.
But how do you think it will affect kind of Australian society as a whole? Do you think it's a good idea?
I think that those under 16 will still continue to use social media or find ways around it, even if there's a ban. So I think putting more restrictions would be better instead of just banning it completely. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Have a good day.
I don't know. I don't have an opinion on it. I don't have an opinion at the moment. I'm so sorry.
So do you think the ban would work though?
Personally, I don't think it'll work. I feel like there's so many other ways to get through it.
Sadly, I don't think it's going to work. That's not really an opinion, is it?
So do you think that it's a good idea to kind of ban social media for under 16s?
I think the horse is bolted. I think maybe educating families about social media, the pros and cons, spending more money, educating parents and kids maybe.
What do you think of the Australian government's ban on social media for under 16s?
That's fantastic.
It sounds good, but I don't know how they're going to enforce it.
Do you think the ban would actually work?
Probably not, because I think people will use their friends' accounts and whatnot, and yeah, I think that kind of thing would be very hard to police and enforce.
Thank you so much.
That's okay.
What do you think of the social media ban for under 16s?
Perfect.
Yeah, I think it's good. It's good. I think it's like, I don't know, but it's good because some kids, they don't know what the website is good for them or not good. Yeah.
And do you think the ban would actually work?
I think it's work if parents help as well, and the school as well, and everyone help them.
What do you think of the Australian government's ban on social media for under 16s?
I'm unsure how to feel about it. I think maybe it could protect them. There's a lot of dangerous things online, but I think they'll find a way anyway. So I'm not sure. Look, I need to look into it a bit more and get back to you.
Thank you.
I'm a bit too old to have an opinion, I think.
I think it'll be very hard to enforce.
I don't know. I reckon not good. Shouldn't be.
Why is that?
Because I reckon social media can connect you with like friends and family, and I don't think it's the best idea.
And do you think it'll actually work, this ban?
I don't know. I don't think so, to be honest, because I don't think many people would like it to be banned.
Thank you.
It's good.
Yeah, I feel like it's all right. I mean,
development.
yeah, exactly. Sometimes you can be in a bit of trouble when you're young on social media. It doesn't affect us anymore.
Yeah.
But like
Thank God.
being there a few years ago, I think it's good. I think it's good.
And do you think the ban would actually work?
It would,
No,
work
'cause-
for, it would work for like a couple months, but then I feel like some youth will try and bypass it by like using their computers more and like
Stricter like age, like
fake their ages or fake their
verification.
Yeah, you can't regulate it. It's not something you'd be able to regulate. So I think in theory it's good, and it'll help some. But like I said, the real issue of it isn't really being addressed properly.
What do you think the real issue is?
Well, cyberbullying really. That's the key of it, isn't it? But yeah, like I said, it's not something you're able to regulate. So if you can't regulate cyberbullying, I think it's a step in the right direction.
A government's ban on social media for under 16s.
I think it's pretty good.
I think it's helping.
I think it's healthy.
Yeah.
Do you think it'll actually work?
I think they're going to get around it anyway.
Look, I'll be honest, I don't think it's a popular choice. I'd even go so far as to say it's probably not going to... I don't know how they would be able to enforce it, but I'll be honest, I don't know what other alternatives there are. I think a big problem at the moment with a lot of people who are millennials and Gen Z, I don't think a lot of people understand how much having free access to the internet as unregulated and as, you know, especially in that Wild West days of like the 2000s, 2010s. Look, when I was 13, I had unsupervised access to see, you know, all sorts of terrible stuff. And that's a whole generation. You know, and especially, you know, we're dealing with things, you know, with a whole new world. We don't know the connotations of things like AI, digital kidnapping, predators online. A lot of schools now are no longer doing things like teaching kids how to use computers safely. And so now we have a generation that is growing up, doesn't know how to identify things like spam or predation or lies. Adults don't know how to identify lies. Many of them don't even care. You know, and at the moment we're already starting. At the moment with Gen Alpha, we're already starting to see the effects of really bad. With Gen Alpha, we're already starting to see the effects of social media use on such young minds, and a cold comfort of that is because we're able to identify that so early, there is at least action that we can take. We are not even sure of what's going to be the effect of people who have had it older or have had it in their teens, 20s, and 40s and beyond, which I think is having a much deeper effect than a lot of people want to admit, with older generations as well. We don't know the connotations of these technologies. We don't know what to do. Probably getting kids offline, getting them to experience the real world as much as possible. The only thing I think about that the government needs to do, whether it's Labor or Liberal, is that they have to make sure that there is something for kids to do. Social programs for kids to meet people, for kids to socialize, kids to go outdoors, go play, whether it's sports or drama or rugby or dancing or just social events, something for kids to be able to go out, interact with people real time, relearn social skills. And unfortunately, that's going to have to come out of public money. It's probably going to have to come out of taxpayers' dollars. I don't mind if it's my taxpayers' dollars. I'm willing to shout that, but they need to be programs that are going to work. And because honestly, there's no price for a generation of healthy minds that can grow up. Sorry if that's overlong, but that's my opinion. Honestly, look, I'm saying this because I was a kid. I grew up with social media. I grew up thinking that this was, you know, and granted, I grew up in a different time when there was a lot more techno-optimism. There's a lot of optimism with Facebook, with Twitter, etc. I think kids are going to fight back. And I have no judgment for them for doing so, because, you know, this is their entire world. This is how they interact with people. This is how they socialize. You will see a lot of memes that kids are going to make. You're going to see a lot of, are you able to censor this? Shit posting. You know, and like, that's to be expected. You know, they're kids. They're gonna, authority is gonna be something that they're always gonna fight back on. And this is just another example of that. So, obviously kids are gonna fight back, and I'll have wholeheartedly support their right to do that. But I also think that it is not just up to the government, it is also up to parents, and it's up to parental groups. It's up to all political positions, people who are conservative, people who are left-leaning. It is up to all parties of every kind, of every level of society. It's up to everybody, every religious denomination, whether you're Christian, Muslim, atheist, anything in between that, to communicate, hey, look, this is something that's really bad for you. This is something that can affect you, can stunt your growth, can cause you to, can stunt and rob you of experiences that are better off and better and more memorable. Look, it's not going to be an easy option, because now we have a generation that's much more online than before, and we have to offer them with a real life that's worth living. And so, to be honest, I don't have high hopes. I don't think it's going to work, and I don't think it's going to go through. But I'd love to be proven wrong. I think we have to try something, rather than just sort of letting the chaos, go and letting it affect young minds.